Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a very controversial video. And first, I just want to say that I love people and I wish nothing but the best for everyone. And if you're a bad person, I hope that things happen so that you become a good person. I don't wish for bad things to happen to you. I wish that something changes either in you or around you that makes you become a good person. That being said, and I love all people, all types of walks of life. These are my opinions on having transgenders in the military and having um, the government pay for the gender reassignment surgery. Um, I'm going to take it back to I joined the military in 2012, and I think in basic training there was one gay guy, and tech school there was definitely a gay guy, and then in but I never felt any weirdness about like showering with them or whatever, because it's like, okay, like listen, we're all just being forced to do stuff. Also in the military, like you're just um it was like the you're around a bunch of other guys and you're all naked. It's really weird, but you're just trying to get clean, you're just trying to get through it. Nobody's thinking about anything. um One time I had this, and again I'm leading up to it. um I forget her name, but I had this one staff sergeant that was old guard, very, very old school, was in well before the Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So this is in 2013. I don't even know if I had a stripe yet. I might have had one, and I was in the Air Force, where it goes zero stripes, you're an airman basic. Like you're treated like poop. One stripe, you're an airman. Two stripes, you're an airman first class. I definitely did not have two stripes. I think I had one stripe at this time, maybe. But anyway, one old staff sergeant. He was so old that he was grandfathered in. Normally, staff sergeants have to retire at 20 years. He was so old that he was grandfathered in, 30-year staff sergeant. Won't say his name, but um, at that time, New Jersey in 2013 had just legalized gay marriage. And I just, again, not really knowing him too much, I was like, me and someone else were having a conversation, and he was like, "Oh, like, what are you guys talking about?" I was like, "Oh, just New Jersey just legalized gay marriage," and he's just like, "Oh yeah, like like we need any more of those people in the military, huh?" Or just those people around. Like he just was very, very homophobic, and he said like a couple of other things, and me being like my noob little airman basic or airman, I didn't say anything. The girl who I was talking to was very much a lesbian, and she was reservist, and I was training her on some type of thing on the computer, just computer-based training, CBTs, as it's known in the military. And I think she waited for me to say something, and I feel really bad that I didn't. I should have. That's something that I should have corrected, but she just went off on him, just like boom, 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 and then you could tell this guy was like, "Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have said that." Like, oh god. Um, so obviously, I as a person, gay, transgender, whatever the correct term is. Again, I'm not up and up on the terms. Um, Love and support you if you're a good person. But this does come into there is a very complicated issue with being in the military. Me in general, I want if I'm deployed, I'm downrange somewhere. I want people at their best. I want people at their very best, and it is extraordinarily hard because you're with a bunch of people, mostly guys, that are missing their wife. They're worrying about their wife cheating on them. That happens a lot in the military. They're missing their kids. Their wives are pregnant. They're going to miss their birth. They are people's minds already are just not right over there, and it's stressful. And you want to, and you're missing what's back home. Um, and some people like it's you have it where some people they're there and then they're not because they have to get sent home because they're mentally not right. They should not be there. And the reason I bring this up is because I'm not sure the percentage of gay people, but transgenders have such a high suicide rate. And if you're there, let's say if you're there and you need a certain amount of people to do your job, whatever that may be, and you have someone kill themselves, that is horrible, and I hope it doesn't happen. And I'll go into more about flag draped coffins later, but that messes you up. That messes your team up. Now you have to do more work, and I know that's not where the focus should be. But if you have a job that needs to get done, and now you're one man, one woman, one person short, you are that messes you up. That ruins the plans of the mission. That ruins the plans of things, and maybe we can't get a replacement right away. Maybe we never get a replacement until the new team comes in, and again, I want people mentally healthy over there. And a lot of times, like, I don't know if I feel 100% okay with someone that has already a higher risk of suicide. Plus, being in the military on top of that, it can be very stressful, especially overseas with emotions running high and things aren't going the way you want. Yeah, I do have concerns about that. And again, nothing against that. I just want people mentally healthy, and it just based on the statistics where a lot of them they suffer a lot from depression, and just veterans in general suffer a lot from depression. So you add the transgender thing on top of that. I have I served with transgender people? I don't know. Maybe I have, and I love most of the people I serve with. They're some really good friends. As far as the gender reassignment surgery, you get one elective surgery in the military. A lot of girls use it to get breast implants. That's just something that happens. You can get for whatever. A lot of people don't use it. I tried to get a vasectomy. They would not let me do it, saying I don't have kids and I'm too young. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want kids, so that's why I want it. They wouldn't do it. If I was still in, I would get, the hair transplant from the back, bring to the front, hair's thinning. Because they say like, okay, hey, you're putting your life on the line. You get one elective surgery. Cool. Transgenders would use that for their gender reassignment surgery. Should they so choose. And a lot of people saying like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to pay for that. I'm a taxpayer and I don't want my tax dollars going to that. Okay, fair point. If you're very religious and you think that, okay, this is the way God made you, and maybe you're slapping God in the face, maybe you bring that aspect into it. Okay, well, the same way like God made me start losing my hair. Are you going to say that to me like a veteran and say like, well, if I'm still in, which I'm not, but if I was and get that surgery, are you going to say you don't want your tax dollars going to that? Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe tax dollars shouldn't go to that, but at the same time, got to treat your veterans, got to treat active duty really well. Those people that I served with that are still in, they're heroes of mine. Do a lot of stuff, and you do not make a lot of money doing it. That's why I got out. It's not the only reason why I got out, but that's part of the reason. Just the type of damage you do to your body, risking life and limb was not worth it for that money. For me, again, not. But also, do we have the right to say like, hey, because I'm feeling uncomfortable that you, a transgender person, might kill yourself or might have, put the mission at risk? It's like, do I have the right to tell them, hey, you can't serve your country? I'm saying minimum of 40% of the people I served with didn't do it for the uniform or glory or money or women. They did it because they love this country. They love the U.S. so freaking much that there's like no, it's a privilege to get paid. So they said they do it for free. I absolutely love those people. They're great. And if you want to serve, you should be able to serve. But again, I know I'm not the only one that has these concerns. And again, it does get more complicated than that with other things as well. I wrote down a couple notes about what to go over. I think I went through all of them already. Yeah. So I was watching this kid react to not kid. He's 25 and he was in the military too. Reacting, saying like someone made a video of how many people actually died in World War II, and that's a crazy amount of people. And it just, if you could prevent death, if you can say like, hey, listen, I know you might want to do this, but you have a much higher chance of dying in the military in general versus like as a transgender where things are stress and you want to kill yourself. Again, I don't say this out of any malicious intent at all. I just want people to. I just want people to eventually be happy to keep on living, and I just think again, I'm not saying transgender should not be in the military. I'm just making my reservations clear. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Am I too on the fence about it? Should I be one way or the other? Let me know what you guys think. I'm just trying to get a feel for you guys as well in the veteran community. All right, I love you all. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Oh, actually, I did not use a shout out to my Patreon members. If anyone are still watching. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Gotta love my Patreon members. I love you all. Bye, guys.